Went to Johor Bahru for like sightseeing, which is quite unique for Singaporeans because Singaporeans usually don't go to Johor Bahru, or in short JB. Uh, they don't go to JB. Johor Bahru is in Malaysia. They don't go to JB to sightsee. They usually go to shop because it's cheaper. It's not that cheap now anymore. People say it's cheaper, but it's not that cheap. Like it's somewhat. Some things are cheap and some things are the same price. It's just because the currency conversion. Singapore is three times the currency conversion of the Malay ringgit. Okay, so yeah, I went to Johor Bahru for the first time, like on a holiday. It was pretty nice. Uh, I used Chat GPT to coordinate what to do there, which is quite good actually. Because if I ask someone from JB, like, oh, what do I do? And they give me like very, like, I don't know. They don't give me good replies, useful stuff. ChatGPT was quite useful, even though it's not that so it's not that great. I think you should give it more details. So one thing I told, okay, I'm going for a day trip to Johor Bahru, and it kind of showed me, okay, what you can do. And then after that, I told them I'm vegetarian, so plan the what do you say, the food lunch dinner accordingly. So like, okay, fine. So, but then I should have been more specific. One more thing which I missed out. I should have said I'm going on the weekend because it mentioned to go some one two places which were closed on the weekend. At least one place which is closed on the weekend. And for lunch, it told me a vegetarian place which is permanently shut down. So permanently or closed actually. I don't know if it's permanently shut down or it's closed for a long time. So yeah, once you get the itinerary from ChatGPT, I think you just double check what it sent you and see it. I didn't have that much time to do that. I'm not that like I don't like putting that much effort to plan all. That's why I don't go anywhere outside of Singapore. Like it's just so exhausting planning a trip and all. But this ChatGPT genuinely helped me. At least give me a basic like what you say, a backbone on my trip. So yeah. So next time I'll tell it that I'm vegetarian. I'll tell him when I'm going on a weekend so that accordingly that oh, what places are closed. Maybe if it can look at that. But it's okay. Once it was closed, I realized there were other places nearby. So I went to the Chinese museum, Chinese Heritage Museum, right? So in Johor Bahru and Malaysia, there are a lot of Chinese that settled down. Why did they settle down? So, yeah, I kind of learned about the history about them. So, what was it? I took a lot of pictures about the history. Check. Mainly, they called them, brought Chinese people here in Malaysia to set up farms. They provided them farmlands to grow something known as papiers, napiers, some kind of, and then they moved to rubber, basically for farming. Two main things which are used in leather, and another thing they used to have farmlands which they got, and yeah, they used to work on the farmlands. So what the Teochew merchants, basically they uh were the one that monopolized the retail trade for like vegetables, fruits, and other stuff. Then Cantonese were skilled workers who were builders, carpenters. The Hakkas carry on their trades such as Chinese medicine, tailoring, pawn shops, and blacksmiths. And the Hokkiens were known for their business in rubber plantation and manufacturing. Many of them were employed as coolies. So basically, they said that the Hainanese, when they this caste or this group of people, tribe of people, when they came here, or dialect that spoke this dialect, when they came to Malaysia, since the Teochews, which are already here in Malaysia for a long time, and they owned like farmlands, and they already owned a lot of the trade and all. So they couldn't find any proper work. They could not get into that industry because they're already established and the lands were already owned. So the Hainanese, they specialize in coffee shops, restaurants, photography studios, bakeries, and confectioneries. So that's where the thing comes from, Hainanese chicken rice in Singapore. Johor Bahru and Singapore are very close by. So I realized, oh shit, Hainanese, they opened up these food stalls and all. That's why there's a Hainanese chicken rice, not a Teochew chicken rice. They call it kanchi. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, quite interesting fact. That's quite. I'm like, oh, that's why Hainanese chicken rice, because they came into Malaysia, they settled as they could not find jobs or they could not set up food trade, the farming trade. They went up to build restaurants and bakeries and whatever. So yeah, that was quite interesting. Like why Hainanese chicken? I learned about the history of Chinese ancestry in Malaysia, and of course Singapore was a part of Malaysia when they separated or whatever. So yeah, and I went to one mosque which was pretty nice. It was like very well, you could see the ocean. It was a very beautiful mosque also. Then I went to the Buddhist Chinese temple was closed unfortunately on the weekend, so I couldn't see it. And then yeah, this was one of the recommendations by the what's it called? Mm, the ChatGPT. And then we had what else? Then I went to a temple. Yeah. So yeah, surprisingly, whatever in our temple there was a statue of Jesus Christ, which is quite cool. I like all religious figures. So yeah, that statue of Jesus Christ in a Hindu temple. It's quite nice to see. Very unique. Other religions also actually means within India kind. Yeah. Sai Baba is one. The thing. So he's a religious figure. Then there is what is else? There was Guru Gobind uh, from the Sikh head Guru Nanak. Okay, yeah, yeah. So there was quite a bit. There was yeah. I went to a temple. I went to a mosque. I went to a Buddhist monastery, which is closed. Buddhist temple, which is closed. So I learned about Chinese history in Malaysia. Then yeah, I had a good Indian restaurant. There was I tried to find local, but everything closes at 5 p.m. there. So like they have a work-life balance. I've been told by my Malaysian friend. They've been doing work so 5 p.m. everything closed up. So I couldn't find much local stuff to eat. Anyways, I am vegetarian, so it's a bit difficult for me to find vegetarian food. Yeah. So that was it, and yeah, it was a nice trip. Good, good one day.